Who don't remember that tune? Who also remembers the... All right, so I'm not that good at it, but we all know when that sound came out of that damn flute, time to watch your ass. Here comes the Mighty Morphin Dragonzord. So, I ordered this, Hasbro Pulse, price on this was like $140, $150 after taxes. All right. I ordered this before we all got like the bad news from our childhood. R.I.P. JDF, aka Tommy Oliver, the green/white ranger. Now I know he was the Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus, I forget, when he was on Dino Thunder. You know, I know he was the red Turbo Ranger, the red Zeo Ranger, but split down the middle, we either choosing green or white ranger. Me personally, I was a white ranger fan, but I respect the fuck out of the Green Ranger, that badass music, this badass Zord. So, I only have two gripes with this. First of all, I want to say how beautiful it looks. This is like vac metal gold. So it's like, it looks premium, but it feels no heavier than, it doesn't even feel as heavy as a Commander class Transformer. If you don't collect Transformers, this feels a little slightly under like premium. Obviously the Megazord is heavier because it's 5 Dinozords combined into one. But this is still a very nice figure. The one gripe that I have is, let me ask you this. Looking at this thing, when you hear that trumpet, aka flute or whatever the hell you want to call it, that damn ocarina, when you hear, what do you think when you see this? The damn lights, man, I feel like I was cheated. Oh, I almost knocked that over. I feel like I personally was cheated. I feel like we was all cheated. It could not have been that difficult to make these do the... You know what I'm saying? Just have a couple of, voice things in there. I'm going to get to why that should not have been too damn difficult, because there's a lot of action figures and toys that are knockoffs that are cheap that you can hell even buy at the dollar store, and I'll go over that in a minute, that have lights and even sounds. Like a voice box, that don't really cost that much. Come on, man. Especially when you Hasbro and you charging $150 for this. Nah, man, no dice. Which brings me a segue into the next one. The price is too GD high. Too gosh damn high for what you getting. Now, I know I overpaid. I do believe I overpaid. Most of this should have been was $80. No more than 100. 140 can get you a lot of things, but my advice, pick this up. If you are a Power Rangers fan and you don't have any other, if you have a Dragonzord that precedes this, like the, not the Lightning Collection, but the collection before this, it escapes my mind, but it came with like the same Power Rangers. It came with this. That's when they had the Blade Blaster. They had the other Megazord that was roughly like the same thing as this one. Legacy Collection, there we go. Just if you have the Legacy, you don't need this unless you just want to overkill shit, because like I said, this is not worth the price. But if you like me, you was a Power Rangers fan, you collect action figures from your childhood, and you needed to get your hands on this, definitely worth it. I'm not going to get that Space Megazord because there's only like a few more that I will pick up. Definitely Titanus to complete the set. Definitely the Ninja Megazord. Most definitely the White Tiger Zord. And that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, I like the Shogun Zords and all that, the show, but I'm not buying none of that. Like, if they make those, I'll get them. If not, fuck it. But, yeah, I'm not going to combine it, but to show you a little comparison. Actually, I didn't do a review over this. I just did it over the multiple animals. So, the one gripe I have on this, the only gripe, next to the price, but it's the Megazord. It's so beautiful. This is my favorite Megazord out of all of them. Here's what's crazy. I did a previous video of my Masters of the Universe. I said, what is it that's worth it to us? There are people who probably hands down can think of other Megazords that they love, probably 3 or 4 more than this one. And I respect that. However, me, the way this, man, everything about the show, the American show, made me love this thing from Megazord sequence has been initiated. And then the motherfucker, let me see if I can. Then when the motherfucker came in, Megazord activated. Yo, come on, dog. If the knockoff Unicron can put lights in those eyes, they can put lights in these eyes and lights in here. There's no excuse for that. And it's like a little bitty battery, like 2 small little batteries that goes in the head. Should be able to like press some button on here and it lights up, because you don't really use the head for anything. You take it off and it's got the dinosaur head in there. Here you use the chest, but behind it you can put that little gizmo. Like, they charging this kind of money anyway. So the only thing that I don't like about this Megazord is the like you play with it a little bit and this comes off way too easy. As you see, it pegs in right there and it pegs in right there. I have the Tyrannosaurus feet pushed all the way in as far as they're gonna go, and I mean, this thing, like, careful when handling it. This wasn't made to be played with, like, not like that, like snapping in there. And the waist, it keeps on like moving, so like sometimes when you press the waist against it, it pops it out. So do I got it in there all the way? I believe I do. Yeah. So it doesn't really, the waist doesn't lock in, see what I mean? The waist doesn't lock into anything. But fuck all that. Let's get back to the Dragonzord. They play that damn Green Ranger theme. I say get this, especially after what just happens. The aftermarket, this is going to be like $500, if not more. It's a very, very beautiful figure. When I got it, the mouth was closed. And I was like, oh man, he should be able to open up the mouth. Then I saw that and I was like, wait a minute. That looks like ass, but that's the face that's underneath. So you gotta kind of, let me get my scissors. Caesar. So you have to kind of lift that up into there, and then you got the mouth. Now, if the camera can get in there, which it really can't, like, his eyes are red, and they use the red in there. There's no like lenses on top like the Megazord right there. It's just empty, like you can stick a pin through there. The red eyes are the mask of the inside face when they go into Dragonzord fighting mode, where he combines with everybody but the T-Rex. So that works depending on if the light hits it. There's no light piping, like this lets up and things like that. But there's really no, like, it doesn't light pipe because there's no attachments here. Light can get through, but trust me, I tried, it doesn't work. So that's what I paid $150 for. Okay, but it's a beautiful figure. One other, not a gripe, because I'm not that much of a nerd where I need to show accuracy. The whole tail spins, which that's not what it was supposed to do. On the show, like only the tip, you know what I'm saying? Tail articulation, this came apart like that. So technically, like if you want to put this inside of a shelf without, you know, just to see it, you could. Kind of like the T-Rex. That's how it locks into the mechanism there. As you notice, a little green pattern on the side. This doesn't spin, so this doesn't turn or anything. It just moves up, slightly up and down. If you remember the show, it more often than not was like this way or like this. When he bent over, he had to pause, go like this to like hit the Megazord, which, I mean, side by side, I don't know how the fuck this thing was fighting that. Like, motherfucking Green Ranger must have been a beast. Dragonzord. You can open up right here, and this is gonna segue into something I'm about to bring up, but let's see if I can open it here on camera. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. So basically this opens up and you can see there's like a little Green Ranger figure in there. You can take him out, but I'm like, why? So like you can have that open. You can also take him out and plug him on the top. It came with like another Green Ranger figure. There's different hands, and I know y'all gonna be mad at me out there in YouTube land. Please don't get mad. I'm just gonna tell you, it has the hands where it's firing the rockets off. As a matter of fact, y'all stay tuned. Let me get the bottle. All right, I am back. Take a little sip of the drink of the night, which is the Josh Nice Pinot Noir. Gotta love it. So, I am so sorry. I think it's been that long since I've done like reviews, especially on Power Rangers. So, what it comes with 2 hands that's built for the Dragonzord in fighting mode. When it combines with the Saber-Tooth Tiger, Mastodon, Triceratops, and Pterodactyl. This is the other little Green Ranger I was talking about. So he has like a little flute. You can put it on top of his head right there. No, dun 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 dun. Ah! Then you have 2 extra sets of hands. So you basically have 6. You have the ones on here that have the missiles that are pointing out, like he's got his little, you know, fingernails. Okay. Let's try to take this off on camera. All right. Then you have the same hand, but it has little holes in there, and I'm pretty sure you know where this is going. So let's put that. Hold on, take this off camera real quick and do it. It's a pain in the butt. Oh, okay. He wants to transform. I also don't want to break it, but I wanted to show y'all because I know people want to see it. Put this on there, and I'm not gonna do the other sets of hands because it's a pain in the ass. Like, unless y'all really want to, comment down below. Like, let me know what y'all like. Like, hey man, like, video fucking sucks. You should do more where you do all the accessories, or like, hey, you know, it's all good. I don't know who. I mean, if you want to put these in like action packed, I think that just looks. It doesn't look ridiculous. It's not for me. But there you are. After he's he fires them off. All right. So then lastly, if I were to put it on the same hands but closed up, the rockets aren't in there. You get one for both sides. So if I wanted this closed off, it would go right there. But I want to show it basically like it's a Dragon Night Out. Shit, he got his nails did, you know. About to go, you know, step on some buildings, eat that damn candy cane pipe. Shout out to anybody who remember, like, every time he was destroying the city, this motherfucker took a big ass bite out of a candy cane. It was a pipe or whatever that, like, that he picked up, and he just bites into it. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, how many of those are there? It comes with this stand that if you see here on the back of the box, let's get this guy out of the way real quick. Let me know if y'all want me to do like the fighting mode video. Like, I know I'll never display him in that, but so basically when he has a tail and the chest piece on there and he's combined with all of them in that way, then that's for it to hold, and you know, has a nice base so it's not hefty. This, I never liked the way that looked, so this will never happen. I mean, that's just grotesque. That's extra, but this right here, that's what's up. So as you see, this is what the back of the box looks like. You probably already seen. It's kind of superimposed, so it pops out. And then the front part of that is just the Z, so that you can see the Dragonzord on the inside. But what I like about the box, like I liked about the Megazord, there's a little artwork inside. So say you only want to pick one of these up, and you can get more creative. Like how I said, the tail detaches. So if you want, you can either like have them in front like that, or I'm starting to sound like Todd McFarlane. Or everybody, you can just put them in there like that. See? And now he's fighting his way out, everybody. Todd McFarlane here. All right, hold on. I'm having too much fun with this. I'm having some fun with this thing. So let's put his tail back on there. So that's the inside of the box. And then you have the power coin on this part. Inside of there is just like empty slots because they're plastic free. So let me get that out of the way real quick so we don't make a mess. My thoughts on the Dragonzord. Okay. Well, before I tell you my thoughts, let's put this. Let's do a comparison. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Roughly the same price. I mean, these two were the same price. This is $15 more difference. I'm not even gonna say the ingenuity, because with this transform, it's not even fucking come close. That is a triple changer. Okay. I know. I mean, in the span of 1 year, dude, we have not. People just always use that same bullshit excuse, you know, like the economy's get the fuck out of here. If that's the case, I mean, like, how far is the economy gonna go up to where is this $500 retail one day? No, it doesn't change that much. I can't in good conscience recommend it. I can recommend this, but I'm telling you, you getting raped. At least they using lubricant and giving you a reach around because it's the Dragonzord, but that's basically what you're paying for. You're paying for the name. We all know this. It's nothing new, but I mean, damn, like this can't even light up. Like dude, like that's the main, like, anyway. Or at least something when you press the button, it goes, dun, 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 dun. You know, something. You just, here you go. Here's plastic with a couple of pieces. Meanwhile, I got a whole entire fucking city / giant robot / giant fucking scorpion. But it is what it is. Here's what I was getting to. With the failed HasLab Engines of Vengeance, with the failed lightsaber, with the failed Rancor and the failed Cookie Monster. There's so many ideas. I mean, like, I feel like nobody's gonna want this shit when we 100 years old. Like, how much time do we really got on the clock / space / money? Why are they coming out with dumb shit? This is the golden ticket. You know what? If they wanted, man, I would be like one of the first people. Even though I have this right now and I would not sell it, I would just transform it into animal modes because it is kind of cheap. The animals, if you look at my videos, they cheap as fuck. They're like cheap as hell. If they wanted to, and they took a page from Galactus, okay, they could make a HasLab Megazord within a reasonable scale. Not to match the 6-inch figures, but do y'all know like the Mission Fleet Star Wars or like those Star Wars Micro Machine where they got the little figures where at least like they have some articulation? This is this is Chip. He came with one of my MP, who was it? I think it was Sunstreaker. But my whole thing is they could make each Power Ranger, and I wish I could like find like my little Mission Fleet people. They move. And especially, I mean, I don't need them to get like in super dynamic poses, but they can make them about this small if the HasLab head was as big as Unicron. Matter of fact, let me take off this Transformers head. It could be a little bit bigger than this, and they can all sit in some kind of chair. You can make it happen. Also, like, I don't even fucking need the people to fit in there. Just give them to us to stand on the outside. Like, look how large that looks compared to this. If this were a HasLab, but the Dino Megazord, that would be perfect if those were Rangers. I wouldn't need them, but they'd be a great tie-in. Even if they were 4-inch figures. You know what I'm saying? Like a small, like G.I. Joe 4-inch figure. That'd be perfect. But instead, we getting Engines of Vengeance and shit like that. Okay. Whatever you want, bro. Whatever you say. So, I don't know who's in charge. I don't know what red tape people got to make, but like, if you want to say you're doing it for us, you use a damn lie. You lying out your teeth. So they could easily do that. They could easily, if they wanted to do the Dragonzord, I wouldn't just do a HasLab Dragonzord. Like, if I was to do a HasLab Dragonzord, I'd do them both, kind of like how they're doing the Victory Saber and the Deathosaurus, or something else of means. Because I remember Victory Saber, I'm not too familiar with like that line, but there was like 2 robots in the box. You can knock this out with a white tiger. You know what I mean? Charge a fair price, under $500, depending on the size and how badass it is. It came with those 2. But look at those Transformers. Those are both under $300. The Deathosaurus is not even $200. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, I don't, if I'm not mistaken, it's not even as big as this. So it is what it is, man. Like, we're going to end up getting them just because they're going to do what they want because money talks. But I mean, let me know down in the comment if y'all want me to do like a combiner portion for it. As far as if you don't have these and you're a Power Rangers fan, get them. I'm a Power Rangers fan. I had the money. I think they were both overpriced. However, I love them both. Like, I would never part with these. I would never, you know, like, no, this was my childhood. I've always wanted, like, I love this thing, you know? So like, yeah, I'm gonna post them right back up there with the Ranger set up. But y'all stay tuned for closing thoughts. So my closing thoughts. If you're a child of the 90s and you were a Turtles fan, you know how the Power Rangers came through sweeping the nation. I'm really fortunate that I started collecting at the time I did. I did miss a few key objects like the Galactus HasLab, especially like the Razor Crest, but get these with a bit of caution. if you have any other Dragonzord or even a Dino Megazord, you don't need these. You don't need them. If you want to spend that extra money, hey, go by all means, go ahead. Like, I would never have 3 of these set up like, you know, like I paid retail price. Only other way I would do one of these other ones, because I mean, it's really no different. Like if they came out with one and it lit up and things like that, I'd probably sell this one and get that one. But other than that, I mean, like, that spot in my heart is fulfilled. And that's what's crazy, man. Like, when this whole collecting thing, like, I never even thought about this. When I started, I said I was gonna do Transformers, you know? But here I am. I'll see stuff out in the wild and want to get it, but then, like, shout out in the comments below if you ever bought something and returned it because it was like an impulse buy. These were staples. Like I know I'm getting it. You know, some stuff speaks to me though. Like I don't really play Fortnite or nothing like that, but I like that bust like I put on the other video. And the Meowscles, Muscular, the black, the cat when they was doing like the spy version. He got the 2 white pistols. Yo, that was cool. I picked that up at Ross. I always saw it and wanted it. But these two, there's only a few things in my collection to where I feel like, yeah, that shouldn't have cost that much. These two are definitely some of them, especially when you see what, you know, from the same Hasbro company. It's not like I'm comparing apples to oranges. I mean, like, this, they own the same properties. And so it's not like, you know, some like Super 7 to where like they're like a mom pa type company. You know, this is Hasbro. This is their shit. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, if you already have them, pass up on them. Don't be, it's kind of hard to like get out of that too, to where you just want to get everything in sight, but trust me, you'll run out of space so damn quick. I'm about to consolidate my McFarlane collection of Jokers. Like the 3 Jokers, I'm like, I gotta have all 3. Why? Like if you literally sit back, because sometimes I fall for that. I don't know if y'all do. I'm just like, oh no, to say I have it, or it might be worth something, or, you know, this is like, you know, 3 or 4 good Jokers is all I need. Of that trio, definitely I gotta keep the Comedian. And I think I would probably keep the, everybody but the Criminal. Who was it? The Comedian, the Criminal, and the damn Jokester? Shit, I can't even think right now. But basically, I would keep them all except for the Criminal. He's not even laughing, so they can get him the hell up out of here. Shit, this is bothering me now. The Criminal, the Comedian, the Clown. Oh my God. So yeah, give me the Clown and the Comedian, and I'm good. But like Superman, I have 2, but he didn't really make that many that I like. You know, the original one I like, and like the Superman that came in like with the Black Adam and stuff like that from the Page Punchers 7-inch. But I'm trying to consolidate stuff. So yeah, when it comes to the Power Rangers, I just got the basic 6 figures. Like if I can find the Green Ranger, chances are now that's not gonna happen. I might have to get the Super 7 one, which I wouldn't mind. I might check that out, but I just have like a select few Power Rangers. To be honest with you, of all the figures, my favorite figure is Finster. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like they could have charged more for him. Like it just seems like he feels like an ultimate. He feels like Super 7 made him. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just have like the basic villains. I got everybody but Rita and a Putty. If I ever find Rita and a Putty and the Green Ranger, that's all I need. I don't need Zordon and Alpha. Fuck that. They ain't do shit. All he did was run his mouth. So anyway, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. But if you didn't, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on notifications. Hoo-yah.